Javi, how you doing, mate?
Hello, Ben. I'm all good. Thanks. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. So me and Javi have been working together now for, well, properly, like start of September was when you actually started coming to the calls because you were working before, that's right?
Yeah, I was working full time through August. Went on holiday to Marbella end of August, and since then went all in.
Nice, bro. Nice. And what, last week, how much did you make in a single day?
Made $550 on the Monday, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, in commission, take home. No, not too bad, not too bad at all. Okay, cool. Well, before we dive into numbers, sales, everything, do you want to just give a brief intro of like who you are, where you're from, what you were doing before, just so people get to know you a bit better?
Yeah. So I'm Javi. I'm 22 years old from Bristol, and for the last 3 years I was at university, just doing the usual stuff. Got my degree, graduated, got a 2-1. Could have. I mean, I was thinking of going down the graduate scheme route, but I just thought that it wasn't for me. So I wanted to take this year to just try something new, and I saw that you'd been doing well and getting student results. So I was like, we'll give this a go for a year, see where we can take it. And in my head, it was worst case scenario. If it doesn't work out, I'll give it my everything. If it doesn't work out, then this time next year I'll start looking for graduate jobs and go down that route.
Mm. And that's the thing, like people always talk about like the risk, but realistically, you have a degree now, I mean, debatable how far degrees get you nowadays, but like
Yeah.
realistically, if you want to, you could always just go down that route. It's not going anywhere. That degree is always going to be there. You can just go and take that. What was it about that? Like, why didn't you, you say it wasn't for you, like, why wasn't it for you?
For me, I've always wanted to work remotely and have that freedom. So when I started uni, I got into Forex, paid a course like that, and I did all right, but it was just really stressful. I'm not sure if you've done it, but it's just stressful just looking at the charts all day. Oh, you're in profit, drawdown, that stuff, and it's just too much. So yeah, we sacked that off. And then why the graduate scheme wasn't for me, I just think just living the same day every day, going to the same office, seeing the same people, and just that repetition. I just wanted something a bit different and just a life that's maybe a bit more exciting than that. So
Mm.
yeah, I thought that through remote sales, I could probably find that.
Yeah, because you obviously and your brother, like the goal is you want to go traveling, like you want to work and travel, right? You want to go back out to Asia.
That was like the initial goal. So when we got into sales, we were like, oh, it will allow us the freedom to do that. Since then, we've got a new goal. So for next summer, we want to move to Malaga. We've got a mate that plays professionally in the Gibraltar League. So the goal is to do like proper preseason, train a lot, go live in the south of Spain in Malaga and play football in Gibraltar and do
And
that
just close on the side.
goes on the side. Yeah, so that's now the goal, and like also doing sales has allowed me to be in the gym 5 times a week and just give me so much more freedom to eat properly, gym, just all of that good stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
now that's the new goal, and that's what we're working towards now.
Fuck yeah, that's sick. That's so sick. That's so sick. Okay, cool. So since I guess September when we first properly started, obviously you made a shit ton of progress. Considering it's only the 21st of October, hasn't even been 2 months yet. You're already making money, making commission. I mean, that's fucking quicker than I did it. And I'm pretty sure you made your first close within that first month when you were on that setting offer. But do you want to just run through how you found it? Obviously, you didn't have any sales experience before. You are playing football, and I always say I feel like athletes who come into this do really well because they already have such a good work ethic. But how have you found starting sales, the whole learning process? And then we can talk more about like specifically what kind of offers you've been working on.
Yeah, sales at the start, especially not coming from a sales background, is a bit like it's just a bit like the unknown. So I'd be getting on calls and just wouldn't really know where to start. It's just something that was so new to me. But then just through getting repetition and going to the daily calls and stuff, it just I don't know, you learn so quickly, especially like with the course and stuff. It's just so well structured that you become comfortable very fast. And yeah, I landed my first offer doing SDR literally 10 days probably after I came back from holidays. And it wasn't easy. Settings are not easy, but it's good to just be part of a team and start working towards that goal of closing people and getting commission. And I think, yeah, 2 weeks in, I think I got my first close. So yeah, it wasn't too bad, and it really does show you the potential that's in this space.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was literally filming a video earlier today talking about how when you get that first win and you realize, shit, this is actually real, then your work ethic like increases so much because you're like, holy fuck, like this actually works. Like people are actually making money from this. Do you feel like you had that?
Yeah, definitely. I think it was around that time that I got my first close, and I think maybe a week or in the same week you got the recruiter in as well into the team. And when the recruiter came in, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I did not realize like the amount of opportunity in the space. Like this guy's posting 20, 30 opportunities every single day. And yeah, of course they're not all going to be for you. They're for different, some are for beginners, some are for like better people, but literally the potential in the space is massive, and it's probably only growing as well. So it's such a good time to get involved.
100%, 100%. And then how have you found, obviously you started as a setter and then you've been getting into closing specifically more recently. So tell me like what, because people always ask me like, what do you sell? Like, what's the thing you're actually selling? So obviously you've got two offers now. So you're closing on two different offers or you're just about to start the second. Do you want to just give a brief overview about those and sort of what your role is, what you have to do?
Yeah, so for the past week or so, I landed my first closing offer. I work with a woman that teaches other women to make faceless Instagram pages and monetize through that, and essentially try and get them out their 9 to 5s. So in that team, I'm technically one of the coaches, which I'm not. I'm just the closer. But when I get on the court, I introduce myself as like Javi, I'm the coach here. So they don't think they're going into sales call. It's more of like a meeting to see if it works for them, which is quite cool because they don't know, they don't realize they're on a sales call, but really they are.
Yeah.
And yeah, so on Thursday, so in 2 days' time, I'm onboarding into the ecom offer. It will be me as the main closer, a guy who's part-time setter, part-time closer, and one more full-time setter. So that should be good.
Yeah. And that was I linked you with that offer through my network because that was actually an offer that I used to sell on back in the day. So when you perform well, they come back and they ask you to refer some of your own students as well. So now I'm excited to see you on that one. And in terms of goals, then, actually, before we talk about your goals for the future, like how have you found obviously working with me, going through the program, the course, all the other boys, like how have you found your experience so far? I mean, again, we're only a month and a half in, but how have you found it?
Yeah, it's been so cool being part of the community and seeing the progress. In fact, I was on Xbox with Callum and Iggy last night, and we were thinking that like we've only really been doing this for 6 weeks. And yeah, fine, we've not made loads of money, but it's 6 weeks. It's never going to be a quick fix. But just how much you improve in 6 weeks and just the potential that we've seen is ridiculous. In terms of the course is great. Got basically all the value in it that you need. And then just the daily meetings are so good, structured into beginners and advanced. So there's something for everyone. It's never overcrowded, so you always get a lot of time a day, and you always have great feedback as well that you can take into the next day. And yeah, then the recruiter as well. So there's literally everything you need in the group. It's just if you're going to get involved, you got to go all in and make things happen. That's the only thing that you need.
100%, 100%. You got to put in that work. And I think that that's something a lot of people in the sort of high ticket sales space don't mention is that there is work to be done. You
No,
can't just sit on
there
your ass and do nothing.
there is work to be done. Like especially, I've not made loads of money, but I've put in a lot of hours, and and that's fine because I'm happy to graft. I know the end goal, and I know I'm going to get there, so I'm happy to graft. And yeah, if you're thinking it's going to come in and you're just going to be quick money, that's not what it is. But it's more like if you come in and you put in the work, you will make good money. That's for sure.
100%. And the thing is, like you say, obviously, you haven't made like insane money, but like, even $500 from a day for a day in a day is like when you see that and you see the potential, like I was saying to you earlier, it's like, fuck, if I can make this in a day, like imagine where I'm going to be in 2, 3, 4, 5 months time compared to if you've gone into a graduate job, like where the fuck would you be in 2, 3, 4, 5 months time? You'd be absolutely nowhere. You'd be in the exact same position.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you're on a graduate, you learn all these skills, but pay, it won't really increase. Whereas in high ticket sales, is every month you're getting better and you're improving your skill set, you're getting sharper clothes and setting, whatever you're doing, and your pay is directly increasing by your performance. So it is really rewarding in that sense. And even just like how I landed my first closing job 2 weeks ago. Now I've done a few closes, few calls, and I've got that confidence. Went into the second interview confident with experience, and they hired me. They really like me. Now they want me to be their main closer.
Exactly. It's how valuable are you is how much money you make. And I fucking love that because it's just it's fun, it's exciting, it's not the same fucking shit every day. And I think that's why so many people love this industry is because of that and the potential to make more. And speaking on more, what's the targets? You know, it's been just over a month and a half since we first started. Something we can look back on. Where do you want to be, you know, in the next 6 months? What's the target for you?
So if I can get a 5K a month before the end of the year, that'd be brilliant. That'd be a great way to end the year. If not early next year, worst case. But I'm gonna make sure it comes before then, and then before summer, maybe 10K a month. Although with my plans to move to Spain, in that regard, it wouldn't become so much about how much money I'm making. It'd be more about being on the right offer and making a comfortable amount of money, 4 or 5K a month, while giving me that freedom to train 5 times, 6 times a week, as well as a match day, and and yeah, live that life. That's the life that I want to be living. And then in the future, maybe if I stop playing football, then go all in and try stack all the money. But for next year, for the next 6 months, I think it's just building my skill set, becoming as good as possible, and then getting on the right offer and being able to manage it while playing football. That's the goal.
100%, 100%. Well, it's pretty sick. I think that's why it's good as well. You've got that flexibility to play football semi-professionally. Is it semi-professionally? Yeah, or
Technically
professionally?
professional. It's
Yeah, fucking hell, mate. Fuck
technically
me.
so.
Sorry, I'm downplaying it.
Yeah, no, you get paid well out there, and I'd start in one of the worst teams in the league. But so basically, the top teams in the league, they play Europa League or they play Europa qualifiers. So it's like it goes from top professional to semi-pro. But if you're playing for one of the lower teams and you play well, you suddenly get picked up by someone 2 places above in the league, and you play well for them. So you never know. It'll be good to, especially this year. I stopped playing football to go all in on sales. So
Yeah,
gonna go
that's
back
sick,
into
bro.
it. Gonna go back into the new mindset and give it absolutely everything.
100%. And on that, like, there's absolutely no reason why you can't hit 5K before the end of the month, before the end of the year. Like, zero reason why you can't. You know, even if it's in a month, it could be, it doesn't need to be the whole of October. It could be like mid-October to mid-November, for example. In those 30 days, 31 days, there's no reason why you can't hit the 5K a month. You know, you're seeing other guys do it now. We've got a fair few people who will do it. Jed will do it this month easily. You know, Harry's probably gonna keep pushing. You're probably next up. So yeah, there's no reason why you can't do it. You've got the work ethic to get there. So the fact we've already got these results so early on, I'm excited. I can't wait to see where you are next summer, and hopefully I'll come out and visit you boys in Spain, watch you play some football, and you know go out for a weekend in Marbs potentially.
Yeah, for sure. That'll be sick.
100%. And finally, bro, just before we jump off, if someone is watching this and thinking, right, this whole online thing, you know, it seems interesting. Ben seems like an interesting guy. Is it real? Does it really work? You know, if they're on the fence, what would you say to them?
I mean, if you're on the fence and you're interested, I think the least you could do is get on a call with Ben. He's a very honest guy. He'll run you through exactly what he does. He's not just going to try and make you buy the course. That's not the type of person he is. He'll just explain what he does and how it works. And if you think it's for you, then yeah, he'll give you all the help you need.
Perfect. Awesome, bro. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I'll see you on one of the calls later today.
Cool. I'll see you later, mate. No
Cheers.
worries.